My fellow Americans, our long national nightmare is over.
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 Our long national nightmare is over. Letterman is retiring.
You're just kidding, right?
From a magical place not found on any map, it's The Late Show with David Letterman. Tonight, a special top 10 list and Foo Fighters. Plus Paul Schaefer and the CBS Orchestra. I'm Alan Coulter. And now, a boy from a small town in Indiana, David Letterman.
Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Please be seated. I don't know what to do. All right, thank you. That's it. That's it. Stop it. Stop it right there. Now, don't make me... Okay. All right, sit down. Thank you. Don't make me... Now, see now what happens. We don't have time for the giving gifts to the audience segment. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to The Late Show. I want to tell you one thing. I'll be honest with you. It's beginning to look like I'm not going to get the Tonight Show.
I don't think.
Don't think. I'll tell you something else. And I know people are well-meaning, but I am sick and tired. Maybe, Paul, you get a little of this. What are you going to do now that you're retired?
Yeah.
What are you going to do now that you're retired? Well, okay, all right. You want to know what I'm going to do now that I'm retired? By God, I hope to become the new face of Scientology.
Bravo.
Don't kid yourself. Emotions are running high in this building. I was talking with a sound guy backstage, Dutch. And,
Yes,
And
Dutch.
he, well, you know, come to think of it, that may not be his name. For the last 20 years, I've been calling everybody Dutch.
Well, that's all right. It's all right.
Speaking of emotional farewells, here now is my goodbye farewell statement to the staff that took place earlier today. I hope you enjoy this.
Crack open wine. I don't plan on doing any work tonight.
That was moving for all of us. People say to me, Dave, when did you know it was time to retire? And I said, well, there were signs. There's always signs along the way. And I think one of the signs was Todd, the cue card kid, came up to me and he said, for the love of God, Dave, I can't write the words any bigger. Remember that?
Look at
okay,
that.
all right. All right, fine, all right. Oh, this is a great segment. I love this segment. The name of this segment is A Comedy We Would Have Done Tomorrow. You see? This is stuff we had planned for Thursday.
Okay.
I hope you enjoy it.
Hillary will personally apologize to you for financial improprieties in exchange for a donation. A Mad Max tie-in promotion from Supercuts. And Mike Huckabee's Face on a Thing. That's Comedy We Would Have Done Thursday.
Well, here's some statistics. Paul and I have been doing the show 33 years. And that's 6,028 shows. It's a lot of shows. Earlier today, we got a call from Stephen Hawking. And he, bless his heart, had done the math because he's a genius and stuff. And 6,028 shows, and he ran the numbers, and he said it works out to about 8 minutes of laughter. But now, here's the problem when you don't have your own show anymore. Here's the problem.
What's that?
When I screw up now,
Yes.
and Lord knows I'll be screwing up,
Yeah.
I have to go on somebody else's show to apologize.
That's the problem.
That's the problem. I'll tell you this, it's been hard on my family. And I don't know where the confusion happened. I don't know where it began, but my son keeps saying, why does Daddy have to go to prison? I don't know. I remember, Paul, you remember this when we started the show, there were mixed responses. On the one hand, some people said that the show didn't have a chance. Remember that?
Yeah.
Half of the people said, that show doesn't have a chance. On the other hand, the other half of the people says, that show doesn't have a prayer.
That's so.
Remember, what do you... I was having trouble sleeping last night because, has that been a...
Sure, oh, yes, yes.
So I was up late and I was dialing around the channels and I came upon something that I thought was sort of enjoyable. So I ran it off, I put it on the thing, I brought it in, and I'm going to show it with you folks last now. Maybe you saw it also. Take a look at what I saw last night.
He broke the window again!
Gosh, homie, Dave's been on the air for 33 years. Back then, Bart and Lisa were kids, and Maggie was still a baby.
Strange, is it? Time gets away from me. When we started the show, the biggest program, the hottest show on television, you know what it was?
No.
Keeping Up with the Gabors.
Keeping Up with the Gabors. Been around a long time on the air.
Way down in the vault. Listen to this. Help me out with something. I don't know. Do you remember Elian Gonzalez? What a case that was. The kid in Cuba, and where should he go? The United States, and he's been in Cuba. Well, you're not going to believe this. The kid is 21 years old. 21 years old now. And yesterday, he announced that he wants to come back to America. Now, my question to you is, should I take this personally? Okay, thanks. But, and here's the best part of all. My good friend Paul, more than a guy who's on television with me every night, a great friend, best friend, and a wonderful guy.
Yes, thank you.
No, wait a minute. We are going to continue in show business. Next month, be June in Las Vegas, which, by the way, is the time to go to Las Vegas. Paul and I will be debuting our new act at Caesar's Palace with our white tigers.
Yes. We have some new illusions. We have some new illusions planned as well.
Like I said, a lot of stuff confuses me, and here's something else. I guess they're trying to be supportive. I guess they're trying to be well-meaning. You know that show, it's not Jeopardy, it's the other one.
Wheel of Fortune?
The Wheel of Jeopardy.
Wheel of Fortune.
The Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
Look at this.
It's toss-up time again. It's our third of the night.
Good riddance to David Letterman.
What? Really? That's what we get? Paul Schaefer, everybody.
That's what we get.
It's our final show, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back with tonight's Top 10 list. Thank you very much.
After the break, a special Top 10 list. I've been given 5 seconds in which to express to everyone here at The Late Show just how much I truly... That's it? Okay. The Late Show, sponsored by Ford. We go further so you can.
I invite you folks to be with us tomorrow. I'm going to learn how to milk a cow. That's oh, my goodness, we've got a fire. Well, a little over there. Here. 1980. My goodness. Set fire to Studio 6A by mistake.
You were in that was in the morning.
Sparklers and confetti. Now, you weren't on the morning show.
I was not on the morning.
What was the problem? Why weren't you on the morning show?
Couldn't get up that early.
Couldn't get up that early. That's right.
Said
why should you be different than every other viewer?
No.
Folks, before we let this thing get too far down the road, I just want to say a couple of things about Stephen Colbert. I'm very excited. I think he's going to do a wonderful job, and I wish Stephen and his staff and crew nothing but the greatest success. So let's look forward to that. You know, part of the what we have done on this program, we would get kids. I think this is Art Linkletter did this.
Sure.
In the previous millennium.
Yeah. The kids say the darndest things.
Kids say the darndest things, and we said, well, there's an idea we can steal.
I see.
And, you know, won't make any difference to the kids, for heaven's sakes.
No.
So we would spend a lot of time going to various locations, sometimes inviting the kids here into the theater, and we would just chat with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Here now, some conversations we had over the years with the kids. Kids love me.
Oh, they love you. Oh, they absolutely love you.
Watch this. Hi, kids.
Hi, Dave.
How is Mommy?
Good.
What's Mommy's name?
I don't know.
Try and guess my favorite food. Now, come on. Come on, just give it a try. Come on. Here, I'll give you a hint, all right? Pie. Try it. Try and guess my favorite food.
Pie.
Nope. Meatloaf.
I started off with 3 ordinary day-to-day pickles.
Here we go. Where'd you get these ordinary day-to-day pickles? Day-to-day pickles. These are your day-to-day pickles. You can also get them in the month-long variety.
Years and years ago when I was in prison, Santa came to see us. Of course, at prison, they have no chimneys because the cons would be going over the wall left and right. You know, just out and gone. You know what Santa brought me?
No.
A carton of Lucky Strike cigarettes. And it was the very best Christmas ever. That's a nice story, isn't it?
It's a weird story.
Let me hear the Thanksgiving story, Aaron.
Well, Jackie goes to this special upholstery farm, like at least 100 miles from here.
It's an upholstery farm?
Yes. And she buys this 25 giant pounds of turkey.
Oh, a poultry farm. A poultry farm. Is that what it is? Do you love science? Are you fascinated by science?
Yeah.
And what's your favorite food?
Salt.
Eat a lot of salt, do you?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. All right. There you go. Is that going to be enough for you? Mm-hmm. All right.
I want you to hold it down at this end like this.
Okay, well, you're down there. Why don't you do it?
It's not dangerous.
Okay.
Normally.
When those things come off, they're going to be so beautiful, you won't believe it.
Thank you.
I was supposed to have braces when I was a kid, but I didn't. My parents used the money for a wet bar downstairs.
This is a fire extinguisher full of carbon dioxide. Mm-hmm. So we'll just
You'd be on it. Probably I'll be on David Letterman with
you. Oh, that'd be fun. That'd be nice to have you on. And what is that there that you're mixing it in? Do you have any creepy kids in your class?
Well, Astrid. She drives me nuts.
Does she misbehave?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Does she ever throw things?
No.
Is she a disruptive influence in class?
No, not really. But when she goes out,
does she share her materials?
Yes.
Oh, she does.
Yeah, but when she goes out on the
does she work well with others?
Sort of.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But when she goes
is she constantly interrupting?
You are.
How many friends do you have?
Oh, about none.
No, you have friends, don't you?
None.
You must have friends. A guy like you?
Nope. I used to have friends.
What'd you do?
I accidentally pushed somebody down the stairs and they got a bloody nose.
Do you think maybe there's a lesson to be learned here?
Yeah.
Well, and what is that?
Accidents happen.
You have brothers and sisters?
She's a sister.
Uh-huh. What's her name?
Sure. Rachel.
Rachel? You want to say hi to Rachel? Okay, go ahead. Say hi to Rachel. Here we go. Say hi to Rachel. Just go ahead right there. Say
hi, Rachel.
Yeah, I know that.
All right.
I'll accompany you. You sing. Ready?
Jingle bells, jingle. Dashing through the snows. Oh, jingle bells, jingle. You gotta be quiet. You are not funny.
The kids love me, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, it's tonight's top 10 list.
Please welcome Mr. Andy Kaufman.
Tell me about Taxi. Would you like a tissue? Would you like a tissue?
Oh, my. Dear Andy.
Oh, my goodness.
Dear Andy. Ladies and gentlemen, here's tonight's Top 10. Thank you, Paul. This is I think this is a pretty good list, considering it's our last list, and the category, Top 10 Things I've Always Wanted to Say to Dave.
Ah.
Yeah. Now listen to this. Presenting tonight's Top 10 list, 10 frequent late show guests and good friends of ours. Once again, Top 10 things, and let me just thank them in advance. I appreciate their time, their talents, and their generosity. Top 10 things I've always wanted to say to Dave. Number 10, Alec Baldwin.
Of all the talk shows, yours is most geographically convenient to my home.
Thank you, Alec. Thank you. Number 9, Barbara Walters.
Okay. Dave, did you know that you wear the same cologne as Muammar Gaddafi?
Yes, Barbara. I do know that. Number 8, Steve Martin.
Your extensive plastic surgery was a necessity and a mistake.
Well. Number 7, Jerry Seinfeld.
Dave, I have no idea what I'll do when you go off the air. You know, I just thought of something. I'll be fine.
Thank you, Jerry. It's very nice of you. I think Jerry may have a benefit later. Number 6, Jim Carrey.
Honestly, Dave, I've always found you to be a bit of an overactor.
Number 5, Chris Rock.
I'm just glad your show is being given to another white guy.
You know, I had nothing to do with that. Number 4, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks for letting me take part in another hugely disappointing series finale.
I had nothing to do with that either. Number 3, Peyton Manning.
Dave, you are to comedy what I am to comedy.
It doesn't make any sense. Peyton! Oh my God! Number 2, Tina Fey.
Thanks for finally proving men can be funny.
I like that. Things I've always wanted to say to Dave. Number 1, Bill Murray, ladies and gentlemen.
Dave, I'll never have the money I owe you.
Oh, no. Thank you, Alan. Good to see you. Barbara, God bless you. Steve, thank you very much. That was wonderful. Nice job. Jerry, you look great. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Chris, how you doing? That was great, man. Oh, my God. The show is tremendous this year. That was so funny. Mr. Manning, oh, my God. Look who it is. That's unbelievable. Nina, again, thank you for everything. And Bill, I saw you on TV last night. All right? There you are, ladies and gentlemen. It's our friends here at The Late Show. Thank you, everybody. We'll be right back, folks.
What is the square root of 25? Speak. One more.
There you go. Attaboy, Sean. You're quite a doggy. Take a bow there, Sean. You give the dog 2 shots, you'd think he'd get it right.
I'm telling you.
How about that? Tremendous to see those people.
All of those people.
What a thrill.
Yeah.
And I can't begin to articulate my feelings toward each and every one of them over the years. And then, of course, and did you notice me standing next to Peyton Manning? It's like we're twins.
Well, first of all, you towered over him. You towered over him.
This happened, I think it was June 17th, 1996. Paid a visit to our friendly Taco Bell. Take a look.
Hi, welcome to Taco Bell.
What do you want?
Hi, can I have a kid's meal with a soft taco?
Are you Mexican?
No, I'm not.
If you're Mexican, the meal's half off. Hi, welcome to Taco Bell. What do you want?
I'd like 2 3-cheese meal.
Okay, wait a minute.
I'm not exactly a computer. Slow down. Let's try it again.
Take it from the beginning. What is it you would like for lunch?
3 cheese milk.
2, 3 cheese milk.
Hi, welcome to Taco Bell. How are you?
Okay, how are you?
I'm okay. I had kind of a bad weekend.
Oh, okay.
I was mowing my lawn. I got a riding mower a couple of weeks ago, and the damn thing rolled over my foot, and I lost 3 toes.
And a medium Diet Coke.
Medium relative to what?
Halfway between the small and the large.
Okay, check. We got it. We can do that. Right. I got that. We can make that happen. Okay. I'm going to have to ask you to speak up. I can hardly hear you.
I want 2 tacos, supreme, soft, and 1 original.
Okay, you know, the Taco Supremes, we only have them in the hard.
All right, I'll take 2 hard ones and also a 99-cent 3-cheese melt.
Small Pepsi.
All right, no, slow down, ma'am. I am very, very tired. I am just getting over the worst case of stomach flu I've ever had in my life.
You sound familiar.
I'm the manager, Kenny.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
We'll get your food. You'll be on your way.
Are you Howard Stern?
Yeah, we'll get you one of those. Can you do me a favor? It's my lunch break, and I haven't had a chance to get anything to eat. Can I ask you to get me a little something to eat?
No.
All right, here's how this will work. You order for me a burrito supreme, okay?
For you?
Yes. We're not allowed to order our own food.
Okay, what would you like, ma'am?
I told you the 3-cheese beef melt.
Anything else?
And your stupid thing, whatever you want, but I'm not paying.
You're not paying for it. No, you misunderstood. I'll pay for it, but you have to order it. All right, it's a burrito supreme with no meat. Okay, try it again. What else, ma'am?
Burrito supreme with no meat.
All right, fine. Thank you very much.
What's the total?
That's $26.80.
How much is the real total?
The real total is $26.80. The burrito supreme is a little pricey.
It's one of our most expensive items.
Beef melt. But me.
Let me see if I can repeat that order. You ordered
Something, a couple of tacos or something, chicken.
something and a burrito supreme with no meat. Is that correct?
She's gone already, Chief.
He's gone already, Chief. How about that? We'll be right back with Foo Fighters, everybody.
It was a night before Christmas. Not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Oh, now I gotta read Spanish. De pourquoi avez-vous? Not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. And,
Albert DeForest. Favorite moment of the whole show right there.
Now, Paul and I, of course, you're TV friends.
Yes.
And as so, we know you primarily through the TV. People are constantly saying to us, well, what do you do when you're not on TV? And what happens that we don't get to see, that we can't see on the TV? So with that in mind, we put together a little, it's a vignette. It's a slice of life. It's a day in my life. Take a look.
Hey, look, it's the guys. Hi, Pat. How are you? Good morning, everyone. I've been out all night. I'm sleepy. Welcome to paradise. All right, everybody.
Hey, I'll tell you who we have today.
On
Good
the
morning,
show?
Barbara. Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
How's Simon?
Oh, he's good, thanks.
Good.
How's Harry?
Harry's fine.
Good.
You know, he quit school.
What?
Yeah.
You let him quit already?
We're going to Dairy Queen.
On tonight's show, we've got Jack Hanna.
He's damn good.
He's damn good. He is damn good.
He's been on 102 times. He's never once brought the same animal.
That is not true.
That's not true. That
Not
can't
true?
be true.
No, that's completely
You don't think there's more
untrue.
than 102 animals in the world?
Oh, I know I do, but I think there's only so many adorable baby animals you can display on TV, right?
Oh, that you can display on TV?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, no. But tonight he's not bringing animals.
He's not bringing.
Aha!
Late show.
Late show.
The Late Show.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
Michael Keaton.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, Michael Keaton.
He did bring a clip.
Uh-huh.
And it would be...
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Oh, not that.
You're a little lost. We can help it out. We can make this whole darn thing work.
It's pretty good. You just are so clearly resentful of having to do it, which is fantastic. You gonna sing some grips?
Maybe Mary's got to reposition the glass.
That's what I was trying not to get my desk messy. How's that?
Yeah, that's good right there. Whoa! Yeah!
This is better than...
Yeah! You know what I'm going to devote the rest of my life to?
What?
Social media.
Oh, you moved the damn glass! Get away from the copier. You'll get electrocuted.
Seriously, we had an intern that electrocuted, dropped dead, the copier.
Ernie!
Oh.
Man, nice draft.
Drums and clover pulling overtime. I feel too close to be a losing tough.
Justin Bieber crashed high school prom. You know, tell me this. How come?
Yeah.
How come when Justin Bieber crashes high school prom, it's cool? When I do it, it's creepy.
I like that the theme of the prom that he crashed was enchantment under the influence.
Let me just remind you that everything that you say or do is being recorded now.
What?
Yeah,
What?
I hate for you to make a fool of yourself.
No.
Combing over the White House Correspondents' Dinner coverage, you can find some really interesting things. Look at this.
Is this seat taken, sweetheart? A pretty lady like you shouldn't have to drink alone.
Is there any chance of getting it so it's not so drunk and clumsy? If you get some time, I'll be happy to show you the monuments. First time in Washington.
Can we get the microphone down here and maybe just cut out the middleman and make it happen?
I'd try it, sure.
All right.
It will help the show.
That would be
Oh, Dave.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. What happened to breadsticks? They're easier to grab.
The act one, the first thing is the Smithsonian curator taking the cue card. Then it's the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
So we're ending on the Spider-Man? Is that the strong?
I feel very well.
What else do we have there?
We have, or we could end with the Tony guy.
Oh, that's pretty strong. Let's do that. Hey, Paul, how you doing?
Dave, I know you hate this.
What happened?
I know you hate this. There's a parade of people coming, and they all say the same thing. Dave, I know you hate this. And they go on to do what he hates.
That's what we do for 33 years. We'll be right back with Foo Fighters, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, how about those guys? Oh my! You know, I've been thinking about this, and I think I could be taller than Peyton Manning. Let me say a couple of things here, and then we'll continue with activities. The last 6 weeks, it's been crazy. People have been saying lovely things about us, and it's really been over the top. And I can't tell you how flattering, embarrassing, and gratifying
it has all been. I have two things to say about this. First of all, we've done over 6,000 shows, and I was... I was here for most of them, and I can tell you a pretty high percentage of those shows just absolutely suck.
Well,
so now, and also, in light of all of this praise, merited or not, do me a favor, save a little for my funeral, all right?
Okay.
I'd appreciate it. Paul and I came here 22 years ago from NBC, and a fellow by the name of Howard Stringer was the man who ran CBS in those days. And he wanted us to do the show here in this theater. And Paul and I said, okay, we'll go take a look at it. But frankly, it was a dump. I mean, it was a huge, horrible dump. It was not certified for habitation. And we came in, and this is a true story, crawling with rats, big rats. But there were so many rafters and beams falling down, and this is also true, the rats were stoop-shouldered. Now that's absolutely a true story. But he turned it in turned it into this beautiful theater. Hal Gurney also helped, and now look at it. And we've come to call this home each and every day, and love it more and more. And what a wonderful place to do a show, and what tremendous music that this place has housed over the years. And in those days, Kathleen Ankers also helped them design it, and it had to, yeah, she was wonderful. It had to meet architectural regulations because it's a landmark structure here in the city. And quickly, we grew to love it. And then Howard Stringer left, and I believe now he's in charge of a string of very successful nail salons.
That's nice.
And then a man named Les Moonves took over, and Les is still with us today. And Les came in, and I will just say a few things about our relationship with Les Moonves. This man, over the years, has been a friend to the show. He has been very supportive of the show, and he has been more than patient with me. And if this was a printed sheet of paper, you could underline patient several dozen times. So I would like to thank Mr. Moonves for that support. And the crew, what a tremendous crew we have had here. The people you see on the stage, the people you don't see on the stage, the people you see upstairs, the props department, the audio, the cameras, the makeup, the wardrobe, the scenic, it goes on and on and on. And these people, night after night, have put up with my nonsense and taken great care of not just me, but everybody on the show. My thank you to everybody involved with that. The staff, what a tremendous staff. And we have researchers. And these poor people work in some kind of subterranean pit.
Yeah, well.
There is no natural light there whatsoever, but yet they come in and day out, and they do the work. We have the talent coordinators. They bring the guests in. We have the segment producers. They put together the segments. We have producers. We have people in the control room. I've never been in the control room. Is the control room, let me have a shot of it. There they are. Hi, everybody. How's it going? I'm Dave. Let's keep it to 3 drinks today, okay? And of course, the writers. Throughout the years of this show and the show at NBC, I have been blessed and lucky to work with men and women who are smarter than I am and funnier than I am, and I have always been interested in doing the show that the writers have given me. Now, these people collectively that I have just now mentioned and introduced, believe me, this is absolutely the truth, deserve more credit for this show than I ever will. Thank you to all of those people. And now, folks we see every night. My thanks to our announcer, Alan Coulter. I don't know of a better announcer than Alan Coulter.
Thank you, Dave.
A guy who has been with me for 35 years, and mostly every day he and I have been involved in making television shows, Biff Henderson. Biff, where are you? There's Biff Henderson right there. Thank you, Biff. God bless you. Here's what I will miss most about this show, and we will start now with Felicia Collins. Felicia Collins, Sid McGuinness, Will Lee, Anton Fig, Tom Malone, Frank Green, Aaron Hike, and my good friend, as good a friend as you can have on television, as good a friend as you can have in life, absolutely a musical genius, Paul Schaefer. It's the CBS Anchor Show.
How about that band? Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much, David. You changed our lives. We've loved every second of it.
It's so obvious every night, and again tonight, that they are so much better at their job than I am at my job. A part of the show was my mother, for gosh sake.
Oh, yes.
No, that's...
Well, I don't know.
No, that's
Betty
that's,
White.
No, it's
Yeah.
Betty White.
Yeah.
Let me see my mom. There she is. There's Mom. I remember the first time we were going to have Mom on the show, and I called her, and I said, Mom, we would like you to be on my show. And Mom said, you have a show? And it's been nothing but fun ever since. I want to thank my own family, my wife, Regina, and my son, Harry. Thank you. Look at that kid. Just seriously, just thank you for being my family. I love you both. And really, nothing else matters, does it? And before the show, Harry wanted me to introduce his buddy, Tommy Robato. Tommy, right there. There's Tommy. Go get him, Tommy. Oh, man. I want to thank the folks at home. You know, people come up to me all the time and they say, Dave, I've been watching you since your morning show, and I always say, have you thought about a complete psychological workup? The people who watch this show, there's nothing I can do to ever repay you. Thank you for everything. You've given me everything. And thank you again. Well, let me tell you a little something about Foo Fighters. First of all, can we show the picture that we were going to show of my son before he stood up? Here was the picture we were going to...
Beautiful boy.
Yeah,
he's a beautiful.
We've had him to all the best clinics.
Yes.
So 15 years ago, I have open heart surgery, and these people saved my life. And I'm out not doing the show for like 5 or 6 weeks, and I'm in talking with Sheila Rogers, and she says, well, on your first show back, is there anything special you would like musically? And I said, well, yeah. And we got to talking, and we said, what about Foo Fighters? They had been on, I think at that time, 4 or 5 times. And she said, well, I'll ask them, but it could be a problem. And I said, well, just ask them. And also, there's a song of theirs I would like to hear. It's special to me. It's been meaningful through my heart recovery. It would be just great. 2 days later, she calls back and she says, well, they're on tour in South America. And I said, oh, darn. And she says, well, that's all right. They canceled the tour. She said they are coming back to do the show, and they are doing the song that you asked for. And ladies and gentlemen, happily, ever since, we've been joined at the hip. God bless you, gentlemen. Thank you very much. All right, that's pretty much all I got. The only thing I have left to do for the last time on a television program, thank you and good night.
going to put this on CBS, I'm sure.